Good evening, everyone. I'm Kimberly. I come on about once every month and talk to you about the progression of my dementia and how my family's dealing with it, and my friends, and me. Of course, it's with me 24/7. I can't lose it. I tried. In any case, thank you, Jesus, that the holidays are over. I've never been so tired in my life. I had 15 people for Thanksgiving, and I still don't know how I pulled it off. Well, I had my kids, of course. My son cooked turkey, I made lasagna. We had a really good time. It was really fun. I didn't feel so much like I wasn't like fitting in. It was just I just kept looking around the room and was like, look at all these happy people. I love making people happy. And I also learned this last couple of months, dementia isn't the same for everybody. It can hit you in all kinds of ways. And I was talking to someone about it, and I told them I don't want to be mean or yelling at my children or anybody else for that matter. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to make anybody's life more difficult just because of me. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen, but my son and my daughter and I are going to get a house because he feels like we should all be together. So we're going to go find a house, and my daughter's going to be my caregiver, so she'll be able to earn a little bit of money, and we will have direct access to my grandchildren, her nieces, of course, who will be over a lot. I hope. I'm getting scared though because they're hitting their teens, and I I mean they still run down the hallway at me, Grandma, Grandma. Oh, I love that so much. You have no idea. But I told my son, I said, that age is coming up. He goes, Mom, that age is here. I go, were they no more than you? He goes, yeah, Mom, it's here. Excuse me. I'm nervous. I get dry mouth when I'm nervous. I think what I want to talk to you about is how I'm feeling. I wake up every morning with my cat George. I've had him for 10 years, but we rescued each other. So he's my little buddy, and he's a monster because I spoiled him so completely. And since he can't talk to me, with he wants me for something, he'll just like sit like next to me and stare at me while I'm sitting in my chair, and he'll just stare at me. And I'm watching TV or I'm doing something else, and then when I notice him, I feel so terrible because he's like, I have no thumbs, Mom, if you don't help me out here. So I ask him what he wants, and I go like this, so you can see. I go like, "What do you want?" And then we'll go, and he'll sit in front of what he wants. And it's like, "All right, buddy, I got you. I got you." I was standing in the kitchen the other day talking to him while he was eating. Yes, I talk to my cat all the time. I do. I also have full on conversations with myself. I do that too, but I spend a lot of time alone. In any case, I'm standing in the kitchen and I'm just, you know, being all happy and stuff. And all of a sudden, my mind goes completely blank. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm starting to panic. And I keep turning around, and the kitchen's like, why am I here? Why did I come in here? What the fuck am I doing? Sorry. Am I going to get in trouble for that? I hope not. I won't say it again because I don't know how to edit. So I just come out here and I just do this, and then I send it out into the world. And that's I've always been a fly by the seat of my pants gal. I always have been. Even when I applied for jobs. Do you know how to command a overhead crane? Sure I do. I didn't have a clue. That's okay though. They taught me. It was safe. It was very safe. I love that. Yeah, I loved working in the mill. It was great. Any case, it's like the big questions. Every now and again, I'm sure everybody does this every now and again, you think in the great expanse of the world, everything that's going on right this very second, everything that's going on, why do I get lost? Why do I get lost? I will be talking, and I will completely forget what on earth I was talking. Not that what on earth I was talking about. I won't forget it, but it's like I get off track, or it's outside distractions are becoming more. I'm becoming way more aware of them, and I'm teaching my friends and my family. We all talk fast, and because we all want to be heard, and but I told my family, I said, if I get stuck, and we're out somewhere, you cover for me, right? My kids are like, you got it, Mom. We're not gonna let anybody think anything's wrong with you. And we just look at each other, and we have the eye movements. There's all kinds of ways I seek help that I don't want to speak for. So I appreciate my kids. They're you're gonna be here till you're 90, Mom. I don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, well, you know what? I pray I am, but I also pray that I'm actually here when I'm 90, because there's so much that's going to be going on with the world, and I'm going to go, and I'm going to miss it. But then I tell the kids, we went from see, here we are. Here we are. I cannot remember what I was saying to you. I cannot remember what I wanted to tell you. Anyhow, let's go about this another way. I'll talk to you about my sense of humor, because I have used my sense of humor to ease people about the dementia. And it's like, what, don't worry what you say to me, because I'm not going to remember it anyway. So you can just tell me whatever you want to, and then I goof around like that. And when I had that conversation with that man about dementia isn't the same for everybody, it's like, oh my gosh, my biggest fear is being abrupt and mean and rude, and I don't want to be any of those things. I mean, if the Lord's going to take me this way, then the Lord's going to take me this way, but I'm going to try my darndest just to be as graceful and gracious as I can be. I get scared, but I don't get sad. I have not looked at God and said, why me? Because why not me? I mean, why not? Maybe this is his way of getting me to talk, to tell people what's going on. It's horrendous. It's it's terrifying. I go to the doctors by myself and I have a panic attack because for a brief second I won't know why I'm sitting in the middle of this room with all these people, and I looked down at my feet and I said, "You will not freak out here. You will not do that. You know, just think, go over the day, and maybe it will come back to you." And generally, if I go over like the things I did before I forgot where I am, it will take me back to where I was and I will be okay. I haven't gotten to the point yet where it's not coming back to me. So I'm very thankful for that. I I have friends and family who worry, and I tell them don't worry. I mean, I'm not really worried. God's watching out for me, and I know that. And there's a lesson to be learned from what's going on here, and it'll either come from me for others, or it will come to me, whatever the lesson is I'm supposed to be learning. I I understand everybody's got something going on. Everybody does. I mean, nobody's flying in a hot air balloon drinking champagne and going, "Oh, the world is so great right now," because the world is not a great night right now. I think I think what I'll tell you the most is my fear of just disappearing. I mean, one day, you know, just gonna be gone. And I don't mean like dead gone, because that's coming too, but I mean gone. And I think of all the funny things my friends and I used to do. My girlfriend Joycey, God bless her heart, she's my best friend. And my Susu, I tell her less because it's hard for her. And she gets mad. And it's like, what are you gonna do? Kick Dementia's ass? Because if you can do that, you hop right in there and get that done, girl. But I love her to death. I love my Susan. She's sister. That's for real sister right there. And my Joanne. I was briefly married to her brother, and when we split up, I got to keep the family. I I know that's hilarious, but I mean, I told them all. I said, you can't do that. That's your brother. It's your uncle. You can, you know, let it. This it'll all blow over. I think that marriage was the one that finally broke me psychologically and mentally and physically. It broke me. I It's like, what do you do? I I did not know I had to compete with someone else for my husband's affections. I had no clue. I don't get up in every, I if I have to watch out over you, then I really don't need you in my life. I mean, I shouldn't have to break a sweat to find out whether or not you're being honest with me. I mean, come on. Okay? Come on. And now with the dementia, the oddest things pop in my head. You know, a question keeps coming to me. If you had known, what would you have done differently? Stuff like that. And it's like, well, if I had known, I'd have told him to go. I mean, I've known him way longer than I haven't known him. You know, I met him and my group of friends when I was 14, maybe somewhere around there, and it never occurred to me that what he did to everybody else, every other woman, he would do to me. But just because you're so special, Pam. And don't look down upon me disparaging myself. It's just, if you knew everything, you would totally understand why I sit here and laugh about it. Because what's the point in crying? What's the point in it? There's no point in it. All you're going to do is stuff up your nostrils. So don't. I've always picked up and kept moving. Only now I'm stumbling more. I have done a couple of things, left the house and stuff by myself. Not very often, because I really do have very bad panic attacks, and it's like I need to get stuff done, and so I need to move. And everybody is not at my beck and call. People got lives too. But I'm still okay. I'm okay. I mean, big waves of emotion will hit me every now and again, either when I'm aware of it or not. It will still, you know, thoughts dash in and out of my head like a maniac. So most of the time watch YouTube because it's short and it keeps my mind moving. So I play some of the games on TV. I don't know if you've seen the one about the balls, but oh my gosh, that one is so funny. It is so funny. I don't know where it was. I can't find it anymore, but they would put these big balls behind a group of people, and everybody has to have an answer that they choose and stand behind, and then the balls will come down, and if it knocks you in the water, yeah, well, there's water. Yes, there is. And then you're wrong. And then you can't play anymore. And you get to sit on a side bench with a towel soaking wet and watch everybody else play. It's hilarious. I absolutely love it. I want to get knocked in the water. I'm going to, on purpose, chose the wrong answer because I want to fall into the water. Not first, though. I don't want to be the first one to fall into the water because that's a bummer. I don't want to be the first. But anyway, I have talked to my doctor. We're trying some other medications now, and I see him in March. We're going to try a different series of medication. I believe that if something isn't working for you, you should not be taking it. And it's like, I don't want to take all this stuff. The last time I was there, he and I, oh my gosh, he was in there with me. We went through every single medication I take, and there were like 13. And we would discuss why I was taking them. I don't know what it is with me in this shirt. It just won't. It's way too big. It's probably the problem. But anyway, my doctor and I went through every one of my medications and what it was for, and was it doing what it needed to, or, I don't think you need this anymore, Kim. So we cut out quite a few medications that made me feel really happy. But then we had to talk about the next set of medications that we're going to try, and look into some more of these test trials that they're doing regarding dementia, or the, Alzheimer's and dementia, regarding them, and if it's something that I can apply for. Because if you can't fix me, I want to be the reason that even after I'm gone, you are able to fix somebody. It's this world is going to end for me, but it's not going to end for everybody else. So I just feel like if I can do something, I don't want people to sit and think about the things I think about. I don't want that. It's scary. And I've always been funny, so it's like, I'm a real cheap comedian. But I'm not gonna. One, I'm not gonna lay down and die. And two, I know now that I could possibly not even have the dementia that makes you mean and just unhappy and angry at the world. Because I'm not angry at anybody. I'm not. I just want to be happy. And I want a lot of memories with my grandchildren and my kids, who are all grown, of course, but they're still my kids. I want to be sure maybe the next person, possibly someone who sees this, will see. I don't mean to scare anybody when I talk about this, but if I feel like if I don't tell you what I feel and what I know, if someone that you love gets this, I don't want you to be like my kids were when I told them. They were terrified and then in denial. But apparently they've been speaking among themselves, because I didn't know it. I like knowing everything about, in closing, in just bringing the family back together. My son, my daughter, my other son is a Rolling Stone, but he'll always have a place. So that's what we're going to do, so they can take better care of me, keep an eye on me, and I will have my girls. We baked, for Christmas, we baked peanut butter cookies, and they were like little rocks. I asked the girls, I said, don't you want to press them down? No, Grandma, we like them like this. Okay, go right on ahead. They were like the dunking sticks. So you can dunk it in your coffee, and after you let it sit there for 15 minutes, it'll be soft enough to chew on. And we had the best time. I'm not a baker. I'm a cook. I'm not a baker. I don't bake. I have not got the skill, not skill one, you know. I can make pancakes because it's an instant mix, and I can make biscuits because you can get those in a can. Yeah. So I cheat. Why not? It's really good. Nobody knows the difference. Those kids think I buy potatoes and peel them. No, I don't. But in any case, I'm getting off on all kinds of stuff here. Probably someone's going to have to start watching me so I don't babble as much as I've been babbling. I will say that I am up on all of my visits with my doctors and everything. The medication I am using is doing as good as it can do. And I just wake up every morning glad to be alive. Thank Jesus first thing. Then I get up and feed the cat because he bites my ankles if I don't. And I just know it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be okay. It is. So I'm sorry I babbled. There's things to learn in there. I swear, somewhere in that mess that I have just recorded is things that are worth knowing, or at least giving a thought to about what's happening. I feel like I'm just walking down a tunnel and I can see a bright light, but I can't guarantee it's for me. Everyone take care of yourselves. Take care of those you love. Be nice to a stranger. Smile at people. Really. Because you don't know what they're going through. I smile at everybody. I'm generally always happy until something strikes my head and I start thinking crazy things. And God bless you all and stay strong. And I will see you again, God willing. Bye.